and a whole lot more. It's What's Cooking on Wine, done live at 6 o'clock Monday nights at Roost Chris Steakhouse in Pasadena, California, and then the replays throughout the weekend right here on CRN. So if you love wine and you love great food, it's What's Cooking on Wine right here on CRN.
Live across America, the PM Show with Mike Horn on CRN Digital Talk Radio.
Hey, welcome aboard, everybody, to the PM Show. I'm Paul Stern today, in for Michael Horn. We got Tobias in studio here with us.
Howdy.
Chiming in on some of the issues of the day. It has been a long day. Up at the crack of dawn, doing the Uber thing, driving people around town, making money, getting it all done. Then got on in here to the station real early for an interview with Eric Bolling of The Five. Talk about his book, Wake Up America. That was on the What's Cooking show. So a lot of stuff happening here at CRN. Busy day here at the network. Busy day within the world of news. A lot of stories to talk about. Ghostbusters, Hamilton, Levi Johnson, the UFC, Garth Brooks, Chaka Khan, sexual harassment over at Fox News. Apparently, Roger Ailes, it has been alleged that I guess he has sexually harassed the likes of Gretchen Carlson. She's the one that's come out to the forefront with the allegation. So we'll be keeping abreast, no pun intended, of that issue over at Fox News. Kind of a shocker there of sorts.
I know that we're still sort of reeling from the effects of last week with Dallas and some statements that were made by former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani about Black Lives Matter being racist, and so there's been a whole hoopla about that.
I was out and about actually this morning, and the freeway was shut down. Black Lives Matter out at the intersection of Sepulveda and Manchester.
Wow.
Shutting things down, and the mayor of Inglewood, California, that's the city from which this demonstration was taking place, said he would allow the demonstrators and the protesters to stay as long as they want without being disturbed, and the police will have a stand-back approach to dealing with the situation. I would imagine that the people probably at some point in time decided to go back home and depart,
right.
Because I didn't hear anything more as the day kind of went on. I didn't hear anything more about the demonstration, so I would imagine that it probably peacefully disbanded.
Oh, I'm sure it did, especially with people trying to get to work and not able to get to work the normal route.
Yeah, apparently there was an event taking place at the Inglewood Forum. At the Forum, that was formerly the Fabulous Forum in Inglewood, that I guess might have been impacted, but as things happened, people did disperse and people went home, and I think it went without incident.
Well, that's good. That's good to hear.
Talk about things good to hear. Ghostbusters in the news. Ghostbusters premiere. After Ghostbusters star Leslie Jones took to Twitter to lament no designers wanted to dress her for the Ghostbusters premiere, Christian Cyrano came to the rescue. The SNL star turned heads at the premiere in Los Angeles on Saturday in a red gown with the off-the-shoulder straps and a high slit. It's so funny how there are no designers wanted to help him with a premiere dress. What in the world are we talking about? We talk about a gentleman, Christian Cyrano, a man that came to the premiere in a gown and in a dress, off-the-shoulder straps? I believe that is what we have been led to believe. It's very interesting. What an incredible story. I guess only in Hollywood.
Yeah, I mean, I read something a little different, but oh well. A lot of weird things happen in Hollywood.
Okay. All right. Well, Ghostbusters hits the theaters nationwide on July 15th. That is for sure.
Well, we're going to be back with more news of the day and comments, I'm sure, on the PM Show with Paul Stern and yours truly, Tomas, on CRN Digital Talk Radio.
For life's aches and pains, choose Blue Emu Continuous Pain Relief Spray. It works fast, and it's easy to use. Designed to work odor-free in all those remote areas. It works here. It's odor-free here. It works here. Blue Emu Continuous Pain Relief Spray. Fast-acting, easy-to-use, odor-free pain relief for all those remote areas. Available at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and other fine retailers.
Focus. You need it to run a business, so don't let legal questions distract you. Use LegalZoom instead. Things like lease agreements and employment laws get complicated, but they're part of running a business. That's why LegalZoom built a network of independent attorneys in 48 states. You can rely on them for the legal details without paying by the hour, since LegalZoom isn't a law firm. So focus on growing your business and use LegalZoom for the legal stuff. LegalZoom. Legal help is here.
Continuing with today's news, Hamilton creator takes his final bow. Hamilton creator and star Lin-Manuel Miranda took his final bow on Saturday night along with other original cast members, including Leslie Odom Jr., who won a Tony for his role as Aaron Burr. Jennifer Lopez brought her 8-year-old twins to see her friend's final performance. Also the audience, Jane Fonda, Secretary of State John Kerry, Spike Lee, and Marissa Hargitay. Outside, hundreds of fans waited in the pouring rain to get a glimpse of the actors, but were only able to watch the final curtain call as it streamed on Facebook Live. At the star-studded after party, Miranda surprised everyone with a fresh haircut, leaving the Alexander Hamilton ponytail on his dressing room floor. And in fact, I don't know if it all ended up on the dressing room floor, because I happened to catch on the news that some of it, a lock or two, ended up in somebody's possession.
Oh, really?
Well, enough for them to take a picture of it. So there you go.
Amazing.
Hey, talking politics, Levi Johnson, fund me. What is this all about? He needs to, I guess, he's done one of those GoFundMe things to help pay off some legal bills. Levi Johnson needs to pay the piper, at least as the story says, now that the dust has settled in his custody war with Bristol Palin. And people are responding. Yes, people are certainly responding. Well, at least the PM show is. It appears Levi and his wife, Sunny. Now, I did not know that he had remarried. Or was he ever married to Bristol Palin? I think he was.
I think he was for
I think he was.
A year or so.
It must have been. At least at least enough to get the spotlight of attention, that's for sure. But he and his wife, Sunny, have set up a GoFundMe account for attorney's fees they racked up in their fight for Levi. He and Bristol settled the case. Now they have joint custody, but lawyers need to get paid, so they set a goal of $5,000. And as of this story, they've raised more than $5,600. So who knew?
Yeah, I mean, that's an amazing amount of money to raise for attorney fees. But I'm glad that at least he.
What kind of an idiot would donate money to Levi Johnson at his current wife Sunny?
Oh, I don't know.
What kind of a person would do that? Who would do that? I'd like to see who the donors are.
Generous people.
These are people that need some type of remedial education or something. They need to go to continuation school. Who in the world would be so quick to part with the buck to give it to Levi Johnson? The child that he produced, that he sired, is a descendant, if you will, of Sarah Palin, and she's got plenty of money.
Right.
So come on. These people are fools.
I don't know.
Yeah. Are you going to give any money to the cause?
No.
Come on, Tomas.
No.
Come on. Okay.
I don't have the money to.
Okay. Well, if you had the money.
I don't think so.
Okay. So we got a show of hands. Is there anybody within the sound of my voice that is sympathetic enough to the plight of Levi Johnson that they want to give he and his wife some money to go pay off their legal bills?
I see a little mouse in the corner here.
Yeah,
that has hand raised.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Right.
Because just these stories have a way of working their way on into the newscast. And I just want to know who it is that we're actually speaking to. If nobody out there in the right mind would give any money to them, why are we actually promoting their GoFundMe account?
Who knows? Maybe.
But there might be some ill-deranged person out there that might just love to give away money.
Or a TMZ fan.
Okay. Well, there you go, Tomas. Always something you come up with, kind of this, the kind of that glimmer of hope.
Yeah.
And there could be a TMZ fan that appreciated, if you will, the entertainment value that.
Or a Dish Nation fan, one of the two.
Okay.
You know.
Well, enough with Levi Johnson, that's for sure. Didn't he pose naked or something? Playgirl magazine, didn't they get a hold of him?
I don't know. I never knew anything about that, and
Okay, well,
I'd rather not know.
I could only imagine. I wish I didn't know. Okay, the UFC. This is something that really, for those of you out there that are into violent programming, I mean, violent TV, or I don't know, they call it, I guess, a sport. But it's probably the most physical sport I've ever seen. Probably even more physical than boxing, and boxing's about as physical as it gets. But the UFC, they're in the news because they have been sold. TMZ Sports.
TMZ again is everywhere.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's kind of like an oxymoron in itself. TMZ Sports.
Yeah.
Sports legit. Is TMZ legit? Questionable.
Maybe.
Kind of sketchy.
Yeah.
But TMZ Sports has confirmed that the sale price for the UFC is around $4 billion, and that's no small chunk of change. That's a lot of money. Lot of money. UFC sources told Us Entertainment and the sports talent agency WME IMG will be the new owners.
Who are they?
I have no idea. The company head, Ari Emanuel, will wield a lot of power over the organization. We're told Dana White will still have a major presence serving as president. I do not know who Dana White is, but I imagine Dana White's somebody of a particular importance with the UFC. The Faritas brothers will have a minority interest and a diminished role. Lorenzo Fertitta will be stepping down as CEO. Although the deal has been agreed upon, we're told that the deal will take 6 weeks to 2 months for final signatures.
Wondering where they're getting the money from.
Every now and then I will watch one of those UFC competitions, and I got to be perfectly honest, I cannot change that channel. As soon as I realize what I'm watching, I get an understanding of kind of the barbaric nature of it all, and I'm glad to change the channel.
Yeah, I saw something the other night, I guess UFC, and it got a little bloody with a couple of guys. I said, nah.
There's one guy, I think his name is Brock Lesnar, and he's kind of a bigwig amongst this kind of stuff, and he's one tough competitor, that's for sure. I would not want to go tangle with him, but again, for those that are into that kind of stuff, it probably delivers.
Well, I'm sure.
It probably does.
That's the reason why we got a lot of younger people that are more prone toward violence than anything.
I'm telling you, I'm watching like shows like Antique Roadshow, The Shaws of Sunset. You know, that's what that's the kind of stuff that I kind of look for to kind of provide entertainment value.
Well, I go rock between Velocity, which is all about cars, and of course the Esquire Network. And I like some of their programs dealing with great spots for eating and drinking along California coast, let's say.
Oh, that does sound pretty interesting.
Yeah.
We got more stuff coming up again. Fox News in the news. Kind of an unsettling story of sorts. Don't know what to make out of it at this time. Almost wish we could pass it by.
Yeah, I wish we could too, but oh well, that's the way it goes. I mean, we have to report on what's going on in the world, and we do that as best we can here on the PM show. Normally with Michael Horn, Paul Stern, and yours truly, Tomas, sitting in on CRN Digital Talk Radio.
This is Larry Minetti for Herpanacin, the acne medication that really works from the inside out. If you suffer from skin problems, Herpanacin is the most unique and effective formula on the market. It cleans your skin from the inside out and gets rid of all kinds of acne and blemishes on your back, neck, and your face. It works so well, you can look and feel like a movie star. Herpanacin, a natural supplement created by Dr. Wayne Diamond. You take a pill, and that's it. I've been on these supplements, and they really work, folks. Don't be afraid to look in the mirror ever again. Get Herpanacin today. Call 888-467-4200. That's 888-467-4200. Herpanacin, it really works. 888-467-4200. Tell them Larry Minetti told you to call. And look and feel like $1 million with Herpanacin. Call 888-467-4200.
The smartest way for you to get the lowest prices on your plane tickets, domestic or international, is to call SmartFares first or last, but you've got to call us before you book your plane tickets. Fly anywhere in the world, fly anywhere in the U.S., and SmartFares can save you up to 75% on your plane tickets. We have the lowest airline ticket prices on over 500 airlines, and you've got a great 12-hour free cancellation window. Plus, with our live agent help, you can always get fast help and fast answers. So on your next trip, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, how about right now? Pick up your phone and call SmartFares, plus save up to 75% on your plane reservation. So call right now. 800-915-2644, 800-915-2644, 800-915-2644, 800-915-2644.
You order a glass of your favorite Cabernet, fresh asparagus, hollandaise on the side, a filet, medium rare. You unfurl your napkin with a flair, close your eyes, and prepare to listen. Ah, there it is. The sweet music you long to hear. The sizzle. The sizzle of a Ruth's Chris steak.
The most magnificent corn-fed prime beef, broiled to perfection at 1800 degrees. Some call it a sizzle. We call it an anthem.
As the waiter approaches, you think, is this one mine or that one?
Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Like Ruth always said, life's too short to eat anywhere else.
Make a reservation online at ruthschris.com or by calling 800-544-0808.
Welcome back to the PM Show. Do you have any preference, Tobias, Uber or Lyft?
No, I don't have any preference.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me turn your microphone on there, too.
No.
You don't have any preference?
No.
I heard actually a report today from a good friend here at the network, formerly of Celebrity Soup, Jill Gardesky.
Oh.
Whose daughter has yet to approach, I guess is approaching the driving age, but is not yet, I guess, 16.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently has built up quite a bill with Uber.
Really? Why?
I guess last month's Uber bill was over $700.
What?
That's what I'm sure that's what Jill said.
Where was she going?
We don't know. At least I don't know. That wasn't reported, but I heard Jill Gardesky, kind of lamented as she went live on Facebook and said, "Gonna have to take away my daughter's Uber privilege." She racked up a $700 Uber bill. That's what kids are doing. Remember back in the day, what is it they used to do? Take the charge card and go run up a bill,
right?
Or do things to cost mom and dad an arm and a leg. But this Uber stuff, that'll add up real quick if you know.
Yeah,
kids back in the day, you used to take the bus.
Right. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Or you walked. I mean, you.
Gonna have to talk with maybe Eric Hines. He has probably people here at the station. He probably has the kids that are coming up of that age quicker than you could think. And boy, I wondered if he's going to give them Uber privileges. That would be very. That would be really.
You know,
nowadays, kids are they're growing up faster than we could think.
Yeah. Well, I know Eric and I had a conversation about that, and basically, I guess the eldest girl usually doesn't want to drive. She just wants her mom or dad to take her around.
Oh, boy, well then she's a good candidate for Uber charges.
I don't know about that. I'm sure that
kids nowadays, it's like they want a cell phone and then they want the Uber app because they gotta get things to do. They gotta get around. Kids are busy. They're complicated nowadays.
Yeah, right. And
taking the bus is like that's passe.
Yeah, well,
they're gonna call Uber and Lyft.
There's no such thing as catching a bus in L.A. if you're in certain parts of L.A.
Oh, yeah, you've kind of had a rant or two on occasion about the public bus service.
Oh, yeah.
Big city bus service isn't what it's cracked up to be, apparently.
No, I mean, if you're in the center of town, of L.A., downtown, Hollywood, West Side, and maybe a little bit of the South Bay, you're cool. You come out here to San Fernando Valley, you might as well walk or have a bicycle because the transportation here just totally sucks. I'm sorry. I mean...
There you go. You're laying it on the line.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to even get into the nightmare.
Don't they talk about kind of how on the East Coast they have like the subway system?
Yeah.
They got an underground system.
Right.
And what at Chicago, don't they have something called the L? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I think that's what it's called.
Well, East Coast has always been better as far as transportation than the West Coast.
The excuse has been that because they built it before the city kind of was exactly as it is today, so it was part of the early on infrastructure. I don't know if that's necessarily the truth though, because we had infrastructure in Southern California that was pulled up and removed.
Yeah, because of the fact of the political nonsense with public transportation and cars. They had those special cars going up and down the hills in downtown area. And
they had what they called a rail system.
Right.
That they no longer have. They tried to kind of bring back to some degree, but I don't think it's been as effective as it once was.
No, not at all.
Well, that's the way it goes. Okay, we talked about the story, the Gretchen Carlson. I don't know if there's anything much more to say about it, but it says that more than a dozen. Oh my! Well, then I guess there is more to say because I hadn't read that there had been anything more than just the report from Gretchen Carlson. In fact, somebody mentioned to me, I don't know if it was somebody here at the station, but I heard somewhere that an intern it has been reported that somebody was I guess, of an age that is just unfathomable to ever imagine. So this is a story that until it gets cleared up or until it gets settled or until it's dealt with in one way or another, it's going to probably remain in the news. And I can't imagine it being any benefit to Fox News. So it'll be interesting to see if there's any pressure to kind of help things kind of settle themselves.
I know. I just, I'm going even through the story, just scanning it. I don't even want to even talk about it.
I'm not even comfortable, but apparently from what the report that I heard, this is again Gretchen Carlson, the former Fox News anchor. She claims there are people that got their position I guess by appealing to the wishes and desires of their employer. And I guess that's not the way that things are appropriately done. So with that, we'll just leave it at that, and we'll find out where this thing kind of goes. I have a feeling, wouldn't it be something, and it wouldn't surprise me, with all this dust that's been blown up, and there's been a lot of dust, all of a sudden this story just goes away as if it never happened. And then I become skeptical about the whole thing. Gretchen Carlson, I become skeptical about. Fox News and Roger Ailes, I'm skeptical about as well. And so it'll be very interesting to see again, just as a news story, kind of how it all pans out. I was never particularly a big fan of Gretchen Carlson, but at least at this point, I'm kind of sympathetic. So it'll be interesting. In any event, I guess these things have happened before. It'll happen again, and we'll see kind of where it all goes. But at this point in time, innocent until proven guilty. That's the way things kind of work in this country. So we'll just watch it from afar. Garth Brooks. I'd like to watch Garth Brooks close up. And in fact, if you were at Yankee Stadium over the weekend, you had an opportunity to do just that. We'll talk about that, much more to come. The PM Show. I'm Paul Stern. That is Tomas. Mike Horn. He is on assignment today. He'll be back with us. He will be back with us on our Wednesday edition, the PM Show on Sports with Fred Pryor. So, have no fear. Have no fear. We shall return ourselves right after this here on CRN Digital Talk.
Any Napa guy knows, and science proves, the best minivan is the one you've already got. Part kid transporter, part drywall mover. Who cares if the faux wood grain is a little faded? That was a platinum package option in 1987. With over 400,000 parts and a little Napa know-how, you can keep anything on the road. Because it's not old, it's vintage. That's Napa know-how.
Experience a luxury boutique hotel escape in the heart of Laguna Beach, California, with the finest art gallery, shopping, dining, and nightlife just steps from your door. The heart of Laguna Beach, the edge of the sea. It's the Inn at Laguna Beach. Enjoy our comfortable rooms, blending the style of a timeless beach bungalow with the modern comforts of today. 70 newly appointed guest rooms and suites await you at the Inn at Laguna Beach. Then, relax at the rooftop bar, where you'll indulge in breathtaking views of the ocean. For dining, you'll find libations and local cuisine on the California coastline, including dining at the legendary Las Brisas, a Southern California landmark. The Inn at Laguna Beach, footsteps from room to village to sea, located in the heart of Laguna Beach. The Inn is within walking distance of all that Laguna Beach has to offer. No car required. The Inn at Laguna Beach, 211 North Coast Highway in Laguna Beach, California. Call 800-544-4479 or visit inatlagunabeach.com.
The smartest way for you to get the lowest prices on your plane tickets, domestic or international, is to call SmartFares, first or last, but you've got to call us before you book your plane tickets. Fly anywhere in the world, fly anywhere in the U.S., and SmartFares can save you up to 75% on your plane tickets. We have the lowest airline ticket prices on over 500 airlines, and you've got a great 12-hour free cancellation window. Plus, with our live agent help, you can always get fast help and fast answers. So on your next trip, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, how about right now? Pick up your phone and call SmartFares, plus save up to 75% on your plane reservation. So call right now. 800-915-2644, 800-915-2644, 800-915-2644, 800-915-2644.
Come to Angelo's and Vinci's Ristorante in Fullerton, California for authentic family-style Italian dinners. Come to Angelo's and Vinci's and celebrate your party or event in one of our festive banquet rooms. Angelo's and Vinci's, Fullerton, California, 550 North Harbor Boulevard. Named the Orange County Hot List Top 5 Italian restaurant for 7 years in a row. And a Top 10 pizza restaurant by Gale, featuring traditional and award-winning pizzas. Offering Sunday champagne brunch from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., just $16.95. Choose from over 20 items, plus create your own personal omelet. Delicious lunches, including our Express Lunch Buffet, $8.95 with over 15 items. And dinner 7 days a week. Getting married? Angelo's and Vinci's won this year's Wedding Wire Couples Choice Award. You can talk to our experienced staff of wedding coordinators. We treat you as guests at your own wedding reception. It's all at Angelo's and Vinci's Ristorante at 550 North Harbor Boulevard in Fullerton, California. Call 714-879-4022. 714-879-4022.
The best show in the world is Two Scorpions and a Brandy Glass. I'm Barry Farber. It is nice when you call and say, "Oh, Mr. Farber, I agree with you," but that really gets us nowhere. I want your enmity, hostility. I want your questions. Give me a call right here on The Barry Farber Show. Weekdays, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on CRN Digital Talk Radio.
Singer Chaka Khan in the news. She's entered a drug rehabilitation program to battle her addiction to prescription drugs. The 63-year-old singer says that she decided to get help following the death of Prince. Prince and Khan were longtime friends who collaborated in 1984's I Feel For You.
Oh, yeah, great song.
Khan says that she has been battling an addiction to fentanyl, the same painkiller that led to Prince's April 21st death. Unfortunately, I will miss concert appearances over the summer. The statement reads, however, it's vital that I put my health and well-being first. There we go.
Yeah, very important for that.
Put a line through that one. If you just joined the program, you've missed our Ghostbusters story. You've missed Hamilton. You've missed Levi Johnson. You've missed UFC. The Fox News debacle that's going on over there with Gretchen Carlson and the sexual harassment allegations against Fox News leader Roger Ailes. Garth Brooks performing at Yankee Stadium. Kind of a big deal. I thought he had kind of put his concert career on hold, but I guess he's back into the swing of things.
I think it was basically because he was trying to care for his children, and now I guess the children are at a point of life that they don't need as much tending to, and plus he probably missed being out and about entertaining people.
And then, of course, Chaka Khan.
Very good. I like that.
She's at rehab, and it's a good thing that she is, because she, I guess, came to the conclusion that she has an issue that needs to be dealt with, and she's going to take care of the issue before the issue takes care of her.
Yeah, it's a real good idea. I think more people are getting sucked into this pool of prescription drugs just because of whatever ailment, and they wind up the ailment never really gets cured. They just get sucked into drug abuse, basically.
Yeah, so there to go. Chaka Khan in the news. Also in the news, Red Hot Chili Pepper. This is kind of odd. Mistaken for Metallica.
Huh?
Yeah, I guess it could happen, but this seems like something that happened maybe out of ignorance rather than out of any kind of mistaken identification. But let's see how the story goes. Customs officers, well, there you go, right there, at Belarus, an airport in Belarus, apparently confused Red Hot Chili Peppers for Metallica. So now that you find out it's in Belarus and they're custom official, it's not that big of a deal. It's not like the fans mistaken their favorite band, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, for the band Metallica. And the band members were good enough sports to sign. Well, this isn't funny now. They actually signed memorabilia for the customs officials in Belarus, and I would imagine they signed with names that probably were not necessarily theirs. So, bassist Flea posted a picture on Instagram of him signing a Metallica poster saying, "We were called into customs officials' office at an airport in Belarus, and they asked us to sign a bunch of Metallica CDs and photos. We tried to explain to them that we weren't Metallica, but they insisted that we sign anyways." I don't know if that's necessarily how the story went, but that's how they tell the story. I can't imagine that such a case of mistaken identity truly took place, but
you never know.
It is as it is.
Certain parts of the world.
It is as it has been reported.
Mm-hmm.
As it has been reported as well, a lot of people, of course, very concerned over the health of Aerosmith and Hollywood vampire guitarist Joe Perry.
Right.
He collapsed, from what I understand. He was hospitalized after collapsing on stage during a concert with his bandmates Johnny Depp and Alice Cooper. Very unsettling. I mean, I do not know what it's all about, but the 65-year-old guitarist. I did not realize that Joe Perry was 65 years old, but in addition to being eligible for Social Security, he's probably eligible for Medicare.
Well, he's eligible for Medicare. Social Security isn't until 66 for full coverage.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. It's only partial if you're 65.
Well, then keep on playing, Joe, because Social Security is still a year away, but hopefully they'll take care of him. Probably, I don't know, what was it, the hydration issue? That's usually what it is.
Yeah, a lot of times it is.
Apparently, Meatloaf, he succumbed to some kind of hydration complications on stage, and I think he's doing okay right now. More to come. Erin Andrews in the news. Of course, remember her from, I think, ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
Some mother in Dallas making headlines. Pokemon. And more Roger Ailes. It just continues.
Oy.
Ew. Ugh.
It's the PM show with Paul Stern Tomas here on CRN Digital Talk Radio.
You're experiencing pain, back pain, shoulder, elbow, or hand pain, pain from a sports injury. If so, schedule a visit with Dr. Michael Sheps, the leading expert in laser therapy for pain management. Call 310-873-4422 or go to drsheps.com. Experience Epic T, the breakthrough laser therapy system that Dr. Sheps developed to make you pain-free in less time. Laser therapy is a non-invasive, safe, and effective in-office procedure that penetrates deep into your skin without damaging the tissue. It perfectly targets areas of pain to promote fast, natural healing. Relax your muscles, ease muscle spasms, joint stiffness, and arthritis pain while increasing blood circulation. For over 25 years, Dr. Sheps has helped Olympic athletes and sports enthusiasts alike get back in the game. Schedule your visit with Dr. Sheps at his Brentwood office in California. Call 310-873-4422 or visit drsheps.com. That's DRSHEPS.com. 310-873-4422.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you could donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now, 1-800-785-9618. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618.
Erin Andrews making headlines once again. As the story reads, Erin Andrews, bankruptcy won't save the perv. Let's find out what this is all about. It says that Erin Andrews will haunt her hotel peeping Tom for the rest of his life.
Wow.
After a judge rules he's still on the hook for the $28 million despite filing bankruptcy. TMZ broke the story. Erin filed legal documents last month asking an Oregon bankruptcy judge to ensure Michael Barrett didn't get the civil court victory wiped out in his Chapter 7 case. And the judge agreed. Michael filed for bankruptcy back in 2012, 3 years after he was busted for secretly filming the Fox Sports and Dancing with the Stars host at her Nashville hotel room. Very interesting.
I'm trying to figure out, okay, she has this ruling.
Yeah.
Is she ever going to get the money?
Well, I thought that she was going to get half of the money from the hotel. That's what I thought, that she went after. The deep pockets were the hotel.
Right.
Not this guy, Michael bear it. But it just seems that this story doesn't really have all the kind of the full detail.
Right.
I'd be kind of curious to find out about at what point in time will the hotel pay up what they owe, or are they going to kind of fight this one for some time to come? So you never can tell.
Yeah.
Usually they do. Usually they fight these things. They don't just cave in and give it up that easily. A mom in Dallas praises the police for the local police for their bravery. Dallas mom, Shatima Taylor. She was shot in the leg, by the way, during the assault on the. Was it a Black Lives Matter group that was there in Dallas demonstrating when the hullabaloo broke out and the police officers were shot and killed in the line of duty?
I'm not exactly sure on this particular story.
I think if it wasn't Black Lives Matter, it was a group probably akin or sympathetic to the Black Lives Matter group. But this Shatima Taylor, she was shot in the leg during the mass shooting. She spoke from her hospital, Sunday, expressing her admiration for the police officers who helped shield her from the bullets. She said that I've always held police officers at a very high place in my life. Her youngest son, since the age of 6, that's all he's ever wanted to do. And she said that she is going to support him in that effort, and she is going to continue her support. She's going to continue to support her community and her police officers.
Oh, that's a nice thing.
Yeah,
to
she
hear.
says, if anything, it's just made my admiration for them greater. And I think we all would agree with that.
Definitely.
A firm estimates Pokemon Go has 7.5 million downloads, 1.6 million daily in daily revenue in the United States alone. Estimates are already rolling in about just how much of a smash hit the mobile Pokemon Go game really is. Market intelligence from Sensor Tower has said that they estimate Pokemon Go already has 7.5 million U.S. downloads on iOS and Android Google Play only since early Thursday, with 1.6 million in daily revenue in Apple iOS store alone. Though those figures are bound to increase as new data continues to roll in, Pokemon Go is a free-to-play game but employs microtransactions to bring in revenue. While none are mandatory and the best way to advance in the game is simply through walking, many of the boosts for egg hatching, Pokemon luring, or double XP are incredibly helpful, and players have eagerly shelled out real-life money for the coins needed to buy them. Keep in mind, all of this is U.S. only, and the revenue is only for the iOS store at this point. Other than the territories are factored in, once the other territories are factored in, and once the game is truly released worldwide, it's hard to imagine how big Pokemon Go will get. I've already seen it being called a fad that will probably soon burn out. And while I agree things may never reach the level of what we saw this opening week, even if it's a fad, it's big enough where that shouldn't matter. There you go.
Wow.
No idea what Pokemon is or what it's about.
I don't know what it is either.
Yeah. So
I'm sure our
That's just-
technical man
Yeah.
Eric Hines would know probably about Pokemon.
In the news business, that's what I refer to as a line item, and I'm just going to line it right now.
Okay.
Coming up, more news on Fox, Bahamas, the Bulls in Spain, and more to come.
PM Show, CRN Digital Talk Radio.
The legends of Ka'anapali Luau at the Ka'anapali Beach Hotel will take your breath away with an abundant feast, spellbinding dances, and music from Lei Pono Productions. Be greeted with a lei and browse to see island crafts made by local artisans. As you hear the pu or conch shell blow, your luau experience will begin. The featured entree is a whole roasted pig and a bountiful menu of some of Hawaii's favorite food choices. Oh, you can't forget our famous made in-house taro poi. As your night comes to an end under the spell of the moon, be amazed by the famous firewalk. By the end of the night, you'll be full, and we hope you'll have made new friends and some forever memories while you continue to listen to music from Maui's local Hawaiian musicians every Monday night at Hawaii's most Hawaiian hotel. Ka'anapali Beach Hotel, voted Best Aloha Spirit by Hawaii Magazine readers. Call 667-0128 or visit legendsofka'anapali.com for your exciting island adventure.
When you really want Italian food, you've got to go to Columbo's. Columbo's Italian Steakhouse and Jazz Club, Colorado Boulevard, Eagle Rock. It's that little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. If you haven't been to Columbo's, you don't know what you're missing. Delicious food. The steaks on this side are fabulous. The seafood so fresh and flavorful. Columbo's family Italian specialties are Southern California legendary, and the meatballs, the best in the West, North, South, and East. Plus service that's friendly but not fawning, and jazz every night, and it's also affordable. That's what makes Columbo special, and they make special easy, whether for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. That's why when you really want Italian food, you've got to go to Columbo's, because it really is that little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. Columbo's, making special easy every day. Columbo's, mangia.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
They had obviously researched every place, not just given me names.
Really?
They found me a place for what she could afford, and it was magnificent.
We're now very confident that she's safe, and they just helped every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
If you're struggling to find reliable senior living information for your mom or dad, then call or go online to get the free help you need during this turbulent time. Call now, 800-471-5173, 800-471-5173.
And just when we thought that the story settled down, it did not settle down. Apparently, 6 more women have accused Roger Ailes of sexual harassment. So if we thought that it just ended with Gretchen Carlson, that we are sadly mistaken. Apparently, after former Fox host Gretchen Carlson sued Fox News CEO and chairman Roger Ailes for sexual harassment and retaliation. Oof, that's even worse than harassment to begin with, but retaliation, not good. 6 more women have now come forward. So the floodgates have opened over at Fox News with the disgruntled employees or former employees. 6 more women have come forward claiming that they had a similar experience with Roger Ailes over multiple decades. Oh,
it's terrible.
Terrible. I can't even watch. I don't know. I can't take any of the people on Fox News now seriously.
I don't know what to say. I don't understand in this modern society that we still have a lot of this nonsense going on.
And, of course, nobody has asked have any of the men been sexually harassed by Roger Ailes? I mean, it's not totally impossible or out of the question.
I don't even want to go there.
Yeah. So there you go. I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch Fox News until this thing kind of boils over, just simply because I will be so sympathetic as I watch the news. I will think. I mean, you can't help but think that was that one? Did she endure in order to get her position? And it's just an uncomfortable feeling. So there's a lot of problems over at Fox News. The women who include a former Republican National Committee field advisor, 3 former models, a media consultant, and a former TV producer, all claims that Ailes sexually harassed them in instances ranging from the late 60s to 1989. Kelly Boyle, the former RNC field advisor, alleged that during a 1989 interview for a job, Ailes refused to hire her after she said she wouldn't perform sexual favors for him. Boy,
goodness.
I think case closed.
Yes, disgusting.
Case closed? I don't know. Sure sounds like it. Ugh. Boy. Just want to go home and hang my head in shame.
I'm going to take a good shower.
Take a couple of aspirins and just go to bed. Oh, terrible. I don't know. I don't know how Fox just doesn't go dark over this whole thing.
I know. I mean, in this modern society where there's supposed to be respect for everybody, whether it's gender or, sexual,
Yeah, these are the old school kind of. These are things that I thought we stopped. I thought this was no longer part of the play.
Well, you thought that maybe, and I thought too that this was over years ago. I mean, this was goes back to what, 1940s?
No, 1969, I think is what it said. 1969, was it the 69 through 89? Is that what it said? 60s, from the late 60s to 1989. I mean, I guess we need to check the employee handbook.
Yeah, great so.
I guess that's what we'll just kind of leave it for now. Hey, I'm Paul Stern. Tomas, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I want to thank Courtney Cadera, Michael Ford in his absence, and all of you for listening. We appreciate the fact that you've taken time out of your day to join us here for some interesting and stimulating conversation. Stick around, more stimulation to come with Barry Farber.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Boy, he'll tickle your charms. All that and more coming up next, right here on CRN Digital Talk Radio.
Which was most important because that was your theme.
Are you tired of hearing your favorite talk radio show sound like this? What if you could hear your favorite shows in crystal clear, high-definition digital sound? Well, with CRN Digital Talk Radio's 6 channels of high-definition radio, you can now hear all of your favorite hosts like you've never heard them before in CRN HD. The difference is amazing. Catch your favorite political hosts like Dennis Prager, Tom Hartman, Barry Farber, and so many more. Entertainment and lifestyle programming like The Robert Conrad Show, The What's Cooking Show, and The What's Cooking on Wine Show, all in true CRN HD audio. Sports, business, travel, food, wine, politics, there is something for everyone, and it's all available in CRN High Definition Sound. Log on to www.crntalk for listings and information on all your favorite shows. That's www.crntalk.com.
The radio channels. The radio channels. CRN.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm Keith Peters. More details are emerging about a deadly shooting inside a courthouse in southwestern Michigan today. A sheriff says a prisoner was being moved at the Berrien County Courthouse when he disarmed an officer and shot and killed 2 bailiffs. Berrien County Police Chief Paul Bailey says his heart goes out to the families of the bailiffs who were killed.